But personally, in my opinion, it will not hold water. She cannot be removed on the basis only of the allegations made by the by rest. The impeachment president is a big no-no. She has to answer for that in a judicial hearing, not in impeachment hearing. I don't think there is a chance. There is no chance. For me, there is no chance that she will be convicted. I read some of the complaints, the grounds for the complaint. And then there were accusations during the time na mayor pa siya ng Davao City, which should not be included. Because you can only be impeached if you are an impeachable officer. So since a mayor of the city is not part of the impeachable officers, so that should not be included. The second one is confidential matters. Let us say the intelligence fund and confidential fund, it has to be set aside because you cannot, make that publicly. So I don't know what is happening in the lower house, why they included that in the impeachment complaint against the Vice President Sara. So that my stand is that any confidential fund, any intelligence fund should not be included in the impeachment complaint. So you have to go for other reasons or grounds as embodied in our constitution. But impeachment itself is probably a political exercise, and they can make any allegations under the sun against an impeachable officer. But will it succeed? Probably in the lower house, it may succeed because it's being controlled by people above them. In other words, the Speaker of the House is that much powerful now, and they can control the proceedings in the lower house. But so far as the senators are concerned, that is another story because the senators, numbering 23 of them, 23 na lang, because Senator Angara has become our education secretary. So 23 senators that will decide the fate of the vice president is very hard to get two-thirds of them. So it may succeed Heard in the lower house because people or someone is controlling them. You will be surprised that it is now the Akbayan or Makabayan bloc that is spearheading the impeachment complaint. They will not do that without any consideration from the Speaker of the House. Any consideration for that matter. It may not be money, it may not be whatever influence that the Speaker has against in his favor, but somehow is manipulating these congressmen who are filing cases against the Vice President.
Now, eto direktang, this is a straight question. But do you think Sara Duterte should be impeached?
No,
does she deserve it?
Impeachment, maybe. She deserves to be impeached. But conviction, no. Because in the 24 grounds that we mentioned, probably one or two of these grounds may be a possible violation. That is possible. But then, and so far as conviction is concerned, in the Senate, I don't think there is a chance. There is no chance. For me, there is no chance that she will be convicted. However, there are only three grounds where the Senate may decide. The first one is once impeachment is decided to be decided by the Senate, one is dismissal of the impeachment complaint. Second is the impeachment or removal of the Vice President. And the third one is censure. She will be reprimanded by the Senate acting as a court. But there will be no penalty, there will be no imprisonment if they will find Sara as guilty of the complaint filed by the lower house. So question, can she run? If she will be impeached, she will be removed. Can she still run for the presidency in the next presidential election? I think so. because there is no further penalties that will be meted against the Vice President except for the three: removal, censorship, or dismissal of the case.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. What about the bank accounts? Do you think this can be used against her? May
No,
question on legality eh.
no, because your bank account, you, me, or anybody, any of the person's bank account cannot be given by any bank for that matter without a court order. Court order. Now, even if the COA finds discrepancy in uh, in the report of the Vice President, she should be given a chance to rectify. But I don't think so. I don't think that the COA has this process done already. So I don't think there is no meat. No, there is no meat for the lower house to file this complaint. What they are doing now, Herbs, is they are making this gunshot approach, gunshot. Maraming pellets ang tinatapon nila against
Shotgun, oo, shotgun,
Sara
oo.
Duterte, hoping against hope that one of the pellets will probably hit the mark in the Senate as acting as an impeachment court. But personally, in my opinion, it will not hold water. She cannot be removed on the basis only of the allegations made by the complainants.
What about the threat that she made against the president? Isn't it a ground?
No, it is not because culpable, meaning to say there was really that intent. It has to be proven. Grab on corruption, it has not proven yet because, as I said, she has to be given that due process by the COA. And then the bank account, it cannot be used against her because there was no court order asked by uh, the Squadcom committee. So those cannot be used, or those are things that should not be used as a ground for impeachment. But then, Herbie, Sara or Vice President Sara must face the court because I believe that she has this case of grave threat. Threatening a president is a big no-no. She has to answer for that in a judicial hearing, not in impeachment hearing.
So
So
so your position is that cannot be used for in the impeachment.
yes, it cannot be used, but it can be used against her in a judicial process.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
it's just fortunate, Herb, that the Department of Justice is processing the report for the minutes of the meeting of the Quadco for purposes of probable filing of the criminal case of possible grave threats against the Vice President.
Okay.
But is that cannot be used?
Mhm.
Their statement can it be used? Probably it can be used, but that will not be the basis of the court. The senators are asking as impeachment court only for that purpose that he will be removed from office. It may not happen. It may not.
Do you think the House and the Senate have enough time to do all this before the elections?
That's another story because today is this month is Christmas. We have these holidays up to the end of this month, and then the session resumes by February pa, and then there is already an election forthcoming in May. So that can be done. But then I think the strategy is in favor of the congresspersons. Why? Because the complaint has been filed, and then there will be an election in 2025, and they are hoping against hope that the senators who are with the PDP Laban, under the PDP Laban, namely Go, Tolentino, Go and Bato, will not be re-elected so that possible that they can get two-thirds of the new senators who will now decide the hearing or the impeachment hearing against Vice President Sara. So their gambit, this is the gambit that they're hoping that they will lose the elections, those senators who are now favoring Vice President Sara. I can mention the names of the senators, some of the senators who are probably on the side of Sara, Vice President Sara. Bongo, Senator Bato, Senator Tolentino, Senator Jaime, and possible Senator Villanueva, and the two Estradas. They need at least 15 or 16 senators to convict as Vice President Sara. But the present composition of the Senate now is that it favors Sara's dismissal or acquittal of the case or impeachment case filed by the lower house.
So you're seeing this, the conclusion of this, you're seeing it after the elections?
Yes, I think so. Not before. Not before. Because of time constraint. Time constraint. And the congressmen are really very much aware that some senators will not vote against Vice President Sara. Remember, Senator Binay is retiring or ending her term. But Binay is on the side of Sara based on her statement. And then the Villars are also in the side of Vice President Sara. So they cannot get 15 or 16 senators to convict or to impeach Vice President Sara. It's not possible at this point in time.
Now, maiba ako, sir, ano? You're a Mindanaoan, and it seems that in many areas in Mindanao, the Dutertes are still politically strong. Do you agree with that?
Yes. In fact, in fairness to Vice President Sara, I'm still for Sara. I voted for Vice President Sara. But that's why I cannot imagine that she will be impeached. But as a lawyer, I have also to protect the government. I have to protect the government. If Vice President cannot threaten the President, cannot, it should not, and she should not do that. That's an irresponsible statement of the Vice President. So that's another story, Herb. I am a Mindanaoan. I was born in Cagayan de Oro. I love Vice President Sara. I like Dutertes, especially the former president. But I cannot countenance that she will be talking like that against the presidency and against the government, against the First Lady, against the Speaker of the House. That is why very, very sad that she has been doing that.
On that note, Vice Mayor Tony Soriano, we'd like to thank you for giving us time. I know you're a busy man. Maraming salamat po.
Atin lang dito, LB, is that life goes on. Life goes on. And then we have to greet people even sa other side. A very Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. This is only politics. Politics should not disturb us from our daily life. Herbie.